This Rust console news blew me away. D11 is moving faster than a German in the late 1930s, and honestly, folks, that is a feat. What I want to talk about today is patch 1.51 and the patch notes for this patch. So as a lot of you have noticed, update 1.50 brought with a cargo ship, a new gun, and a host of bugs. This patch promises to fix a lot of those bugs, so let's dive into specifically which one it fixes with the update 1.51 patch notes. Hello survivors, here are the patch notes for update 1.51. Items. Candle hat no longer illuminates immediately after equipping it, requiring an extra button press to extinguish. Picking up a ladder no longer results in destruction of adjacent ladders. Fixed a bug preventing hemp seed from being planted in planter box. Fixed missing collision on kayaks and explosives. Fixed a bug that prevented players from deploying furniture like chairs close to built wall. Fixed the gap between roof triangle building block where it meets another building block. Tool cupboards can no longer be placed on the watchtower. They are only deployable on player-built foundations. Whoever found that one, you're a genius, honestly. Modified material setting to avoid black texture in preview for fruit. Architecture, water purifier, and furnace preview models have texture issues. Modified pixel architecture furnace skin changed the LODS to fix graphical issues when turned on, and the furnace no longer looks shiny on the inside from a distance. So those last two really mean absolutely nothing to me. They might as well have said fix shit, but whatever. Weapons. Removed unnecessary collider from the salvaged axe that caused it to get stuck in the air after being thrown. Modified third-person hatchet model to fix a skin preview on cargo, tools, hatchet, skin. Fixed a bug with melee weapon skins that would display the impact decal on top of the skin when thrown at a wall or the floor. Fixed graphical issues on deep freeze revolver skin. Player. The player can no longer drink water from the inventory UI. Head look position no longer resets to default when viewed from far away. Fixed a bug that caused corrupt textures on items held and worn by the player. And this one I think is that black texture bug. That's the one I think everybody cares about. And if I'm right and they fixed it, bravo to you. That's what this patch really needed. Honestly, all they needed to do is that one fix and I would have been happy. But this is a pretty good turnaround because we do have more fixes. World. Modified movement on some foliage, including creeping vines animation. Fixed ore node particle visuals. Fixed Z fighting on low wall structures. Added collision to sunken barrage moorings. Modified LOD distance of water tanks. Modified pump jack. So the belt drive is no longer misaligned. So now you can pump it and jack it all night long. UI. Disabled up-down SFX if splitting UI is open. Change the input type to player input state instead of gamepad. Also cached the swap view model to fix a bug where the player is unable to shoot an arrow of a different type than the one that is equipped. Fixed a bug with overlapping storage container UI and crafting UI if buttons are pressed at the same time. Fixed empty stats panel for items in melee and tools category in the crafting menu. Map adjustment to stop single grid lines from disappearing when map is zoomed into the max. Added token to toggle on-off control hint so barbecue node inside its UI changes correctly after turning on the BBQ. Fixed overlapping animations when pressing create a team and leave the team button repeatedly. Fixed title screen logo overlapping loading text and Rust loading icon on the loading screen in different languages. Fixed a bug with locker UI navigation using the right analog stick where visual indicators didn't align with controller in input. And monuments. Fixed wall lamp red on cargo ship so it emits a red glow rather than a white glow. Fixed a bug that caused scientists dying in slow motion on the cargo ship. They're no longer in the Matrix, folks. Yeah, that's right. Andrew Tate came and saved him. Fixed a bug that caused the dying animation to play in slow motion on the cargo ship. Fishing village lantern light no longer passes through the wall of the shop. Removed collider from green fishing net to stop rubber banding at the fishing village monument. Modified shaders and material setting to fix a bug that caused some buildings in large fishing village to have a white texture. Fixed metal components in No, fixed metal component LOD issues at the fishing village monument. Adjusted scientist pathing on the large oil rig to prevent them from entering locked doors. Fixed missing texture / LOD transition on yellow stairs at oil rig monument. Fixed metal shopfront textures for player place structures and also at monuments like Bandit Camp. Fixed train crane LODs at harbor and train yard monuments. Aligned engine with drive belt to stop belt from clipping through engine on quarry monuments. Fixed animation issues for gear and belt of the engine at all quarry monuments. Added light source to napalm so fires from helicopters in Bradley APC now correctly emits light at night. And I'm pretty sure they fixed that one before, but hey, they're fixing it again because 11 doesn't always fix bugs on the first try. And yes, that's a bit of a travesty, but it's a bit of the truth too. Removed collision block and correct LODs to fix invisible platform in elevator shaft at launch site. Modified small harbor scene to avoid Z fighting on the stone wall. I have no idea what Z fighting is. Someone explain that down below. Is it some sort of sexual act? Fixed sudden vanishing shadows for ventilation units located on the roof of the Oxum's gas station monument. Remove deploy volume / unneeded code for monuments. Adjusted planting bounds for corn to match pumpkin to fix a bug that stopped the player cannot plant sapling near monument. Fixed Z fighting on the L5 container at the large oil rig. Brick walls at the train yard monuments, and tall pipes on the cargo ship. So whatever Z fighting is, and I don't think it stands for zombie fighting or anything like that. It would be pretty cool if it did, though. But I have no idea what it is, but they're really against it, it sounds like. Other changes. Crash fixed when entering the skin store. That is a bit suspicious. The skin store is crashing, and all of a sudden we get a bug we get a bug fix in a couple days. Interesting. Fixed a bug where credits remain paused after exiting and re-entering the menu. Fixed a bug that caused the sound effect of hitting a target not to play when the blood option is disabled in graphical effects option. Fixed audio settings not getting updated unless options UI is opened. Removed animation delay from attack cooldown calculation recalculation bound for reactive target to allow items thrown or shot at reactive targets to be retrieved. And that's all the bugs that were fixed. But honestly, for just a couple days of bug fixing, because you got to remember, D11's not working on the weekends, or at least I hope no one's working on the weekends to fix all these issues. All we needed was a texture fix. But either way, it's a really impressive thing that they've gotten this many bug fixes out in such a short time. This either means I've got to take my hat off and give it to D11, or I'm about to download the Rust update and everything is going to go badly for me. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'm hoping that it is the first one, because I want to see some wins here. I want to see some good bug fixes. I want to see some amazing patches, and I am rooting for D11. Also, I wanted to get into this today, but the bug fix came first. Those of you who joined my village from the video that I posted yesterday, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I took a look at the village. It looks awesome. Let's keep that energy going. There's going to be a video on it, but it's not going to be today because D11 managed to be awesome and push out this bug fix super fast. So until next time, peace.